KS1&2 Christmas Nativity. We know things have been a little different this year, but we still wanted to come together to share the story of the birth of Jesus at this special time of year for many.
We hope you enjoy our virtual, socially distanced COVID Christmas Nativity.
Long ago in Israel lived a young girl called Mary.
Mary was going to get married to the carpenter Joseph. One day Mary was visited by a bright shining angel called Gabriel.
An angel sent by God.
The angel said to Mary, God has blessed you with a child from the Lord.
Mary was frightened, but the angel continued, Do not be afraid, God has chosen you to give birth to his child, and you will call him Jesus.
Mary was shocked that she was engaged to a good man, a carpenter called Joseph.
Mary was concerned what he would say. The angel told Mary not to worry and also appeared to Joseph to tell him the part he was saying God's plan.
I am an angel.
up in town where they discussed what the angel had said the previous day. Just then they heard galloping. It was the Romans. They came to the centre of town and announced that there was to be a census and everybody had to go back to their hometown to be counted. The next day, Mary and Joseph hired a donkey and soon set off to Bethlehem, where Joseph came from.
It was a struggle for 7 days as Mary and Joseph crossed a scorching desert. After 7 tiring days, they reached the chaotic town of Bethlehem.
Mary and Joseph searched every nook and cranny of every inn for an empty room.
innkeeper.
Do you have any room for us? We've been walking all day.
I have no room, but I do have a stable. You're more than welcome to stay there.
Thank you.
She had no room, but noticing Mary's pregnancy, she kindly offered them a stable behind the inn.
Mary and Joseph settled into the stable, and in a couple of hours, Jesus was born. blessings in Jesus' name. The angels visited a nearby shepherd. They were very frightened, but the angels told them not to be afraid as something very wonderful had just happened. The angels told them that Jesus, the Son of God, had been born and that they must go and visit him in a stable in Bethlehem. The newborn king deserved a special gift. So they took some of their finest lambs and they set off to Bethlehem following the angels. they came for the shepherds to find Jesus, and a bright star was shining down on the stable. The shepherd came to the door and knocked loudly. They had voices from inside. The shepherds entered the stable, bowing extremely low to the newborn king. It seemed like the newborn king had just awoke, but he never cried. He just lay there silent. The shepherd said to him, "My Lord, our gift for you are our finest lambs." They knelt before him. Mary and Joseph thanked the shepherd and asked her to stay away.
In a faraway country, 3 wise men noticed a bright shining star. The star was the Star of David.
The wise men realized that this was a sign from God and hurried to tell King Herod. When they arrived, King Herod was pacing nervously in his palace. He had heard that a new king had been born in Bethlehem.
Herod told the wise men to go and find the baby Jesus in Bethlehem. And when they had found him, they were to return to Herod and tell him where the baby was.
Herod told the wise men that he wanted to worship the new king.
But his real plan was to kill the baby Jesus so that he could continue being ruler.
The wise men set off following the star.
They traveled quickly and arrived in Bethlehem in no time at all.
Knocked on the door of the stable and entered. They had each brought a gift for the baby king. One brought gold. One brought myrrh. And the other brought frankincense.
They each gave their gifts to Jesus and watched him lying in the manger. The 3 wise men decided to return home a different way and not tell King Herod where baby Jesus was.
And in that stable, shepherds and wise men brought gifts and knelt before the newborn king. Jesus was born in a stable to show the world that he came for everyone, the rich and the poor, because everyone is special and valuable to God.